Story time on how I diagnosed my daughter with an intestinal perforation after another doctor said she was fine and just had a GI bug. I'm Dr. Sanchez. I'm a chief general surgery resident, and I can tell you this story now because my daughter is doing completely fine. She's all healed from her surgery. We're a few months out, and so finally I feel like I can talk about it and not freak out. Long story short, my daughter started having belly pain. The daycare called me. I was busy at work. I was actually on call that day, so I wasn't gonna get off till late. So my fiance actually got off work early, went and picked her up, and then took her to the doctor. She was having a lot of belly pain, basically complaining nonstop of belly pain. They basically told him that she probably just had a GI bug, sent her home. A couple hours after that, I finally got off. It was probably around 7 p.m. I got home. I took one look at my daughter and I was like, this is not okay. Something's wrong. I'm a general surgery resident. Number one, I had my motherly instincts that kind of kicked in, and I was like, obviously something is wrong here. She's had GI bugs before. She does not act like this. But also as a surgical resident, I think that's the reason that I actually picked up on this. I went to go examine her. She definitely had some guarding, meaning when I pressed, automatically her abdominal muscles would kind of tense up. Any sort of movement around her would cause her to have significant pain. So she was sitting on the couch and I tried to kind of move the pillow that she was on, and that automatically caused a ton of pain. Basically, my physical exam on her was indicating that she had peritonitis. What she had peritonitis from, I did not know yet, but I knew that she had peritonitis from something, and that's usually a surgical issue. So at that moment, I freaked out internally, but tried to maintain my calm. I took her over to the emergency department. They did some labs. Obviously, I wanted them to do some imaging. They started off with an x-ray. It showed some free air. This is when I almost died on the inside, because I know what free air means, and free air on an x-ray, an abdominal x-ray, usually means you're buying yourself an operation. Then I proceeded to be a really annoying parent / surgery resident, because I got very involved with both sides, pushing everybody to do the things the way that I felt they needed to be done, because I just couldn't let go. She got into emergency surgery around 3 to 4 a.m. I was just not okay, because obviously I was functioning as a mother at this time. Two surgeons who I think are amazing surgeons, and I was very lucky to have them there, actually took her, so two attendings took her to surgery. So the PA, who was awesome, spoke to them while they were doing the surgery, came back out, let me know what was going on. She was like, hey, they found a perforation in the intestine. They're going to repair it. This is what's going on. This is exactly how they're going to do it. I needed that in order to feel better. I know way too many things. And of course, my thoughts went to the worst case scenario. Just everything bad that you could possibly imagine was in my head. I am so thankful. I think for that alone, I would have gone